Had World's Choice Specs, joined by my assistant coach Aileris,
Yo.
bringing you our Week 1 of the NPA Season 4 battle preview thing.
Discussion thing.
Yeah, we are not prepared for this one at all, so I apologize for the layout because we don't have one, so I just threw this together in the last
Yet.
5 minutes. Yeah, we're going to have one hopefully next week and actually sit down and do stuff. And we didn't prep for this one very much. We prepped for the battle hardcore, but just this discussion, not so much. So yeah, we're just gonna go over what we brought and why, and what we think he's going to bring, and why, I guess. So, biggest threat on his team we find is Doug Trio. Also, I couldn't find an
Yeah.
HD sprite for it for some reason, so that's why it's a picture up there. Whatever, but
He's
he's
just
a king on,
glorious at the top.
yeah, king on top because he can screw our day up pretty bad. But we brought a
Yeah.
couple things for it, and one of them being Caliente here having Shed Shell.
Yeah, we brought Caliente with Flare Blitz, Sacred Fire, E Speed. He can revenge kill a lot of our opponent's Pokemon, like Magneton, like Scolipede. But if we revenge kill anything, he then brings in Doug Trio and we're dead. So we decided to run Shed Shell on it specifically just to be able to come in and swap out on Doug Trio.
Yeah, and we also brought a couple other things we'll go over as well for Doug Trio. But
Yeah, because Doug Trio is definitely an issue for us. He can definitely trap and just murder, a good chunk of our team. What we brought, he can trap and murder two of them.
yeah, and so with Entei, if we get Doug Trio out of the way or not, we can get out of there with Shed Shell. But also we got Flare Blitz, Sacred Fire. We can mess up Decidueye. We can mess up Scolipede. We can mess up Magneton.
Hmm.
Um,
Uh, could mess up
yeah,
Dodrio.
mess up Dodrio. Forgot Stone Edge there.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, we could Flare Blitz him. I'm pretty sure that KOs. I don't remember the calculations right now.
yeah, once again, like I said, we are unprepared for this video. Next week, be better. Hopefully, promise. Um,
Maybe.
yeah. Obviously, he's Blastoise just kind of ruins our day. Rapidash also ruins our day. It's faster, um,
Hmm.
depending on what it's running.
Well, we got Stone Edge for it. I don't think
Yeah,
Rapidash is a huge threat to Caliente, but freaking Diancie there
yeah. And then, yeah, Dansei just ruin our
and his
day.
doggo.
Zydos ruins our day. Mew could potentially ruin our day.
Yeah, Mew is hard to prep for because it's got every freaking move. It could potentially ruin every single Pokemon's day depending on how he tries to run it.
Yeah, no, it could literally be a wall. It could be a physical sweeper, a special sweeper, a mixed attacker. It could be just set up. You could run Stealth Rock and like Will o
Hmm.
Wisp and a couple other things.
Yeah, Mew is a freaking jack of all trades, master of most.
So yeah, so that's what Caliente was brought for and what he does. Next up, we got Mr. Fish
Mr. Fish.
on Mega Gyarados. Pretty standard set, kind of just there to be a sweeper. Dragon Dance. Oh, and sorry, Caliente. We just ran him standard 252 for 252, speed and attack.
Yeah, I think we're running Mr. Fish the same way this week, right?
Yeah, and Caliente is
Pretty
also
standard.
adamant.
Yeah, he
Um,
has to be because of E-Speed, right?
yeah, Mr. Fish isn't that standard, but it's pretty standard. His setup's standard,
Yeah.
but he's running just enough speed to outspeed everything at +1. So I think it's like 144 or something. And then the rest we dumped into HP, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
it looks that way, yeah. And but yeah, so he's pretty standard set. Dragon Dance set up for a sweep. We just got to make sure we get Mega Blastoise out of the way because we can't do anything to that. Um, if we get +1, we'd be fine for Rapidash. Otherwise, Rapidash can kill us. Uh,
Mega Horn.
Mega Horn, and it
Yeah.
also gets those fighting moves too. Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, Mr. Fish with +1 can outspeed anything that's not scarfed.
Or
Can
Scolipede
ruin.
already at +1.
Yeah, true. Or a Scolipede that's gotten a speed boost, but he can outspeed everything else. Can ruin most of their days too. We brought part of the reason we decided to bring Mega Gyarados because we were on the fence about it is specifically for that stab crunch for Mew
Yeah,
because we were kind of struggling to find like a safe switch in and answer to Mew since it's just got so much it can do.
Yep. So we thought if it was especially a Dragon Dance +1, we could easily just crunch Mew away. Also crunch Decidueye, Earthquake, Scolipede, or Waterfall. I think either one will kill.
Waterfall would deal with it, but yeah, but Earthquake for friggin' Magneton.
Yep. Zydoge's pretty frail, so
Waterfall.
Magneton obviously murdered. Dodrio, anything, Waterfall.
Yeah.
Malamar,
Dance.
Waterfall.
Yeah, Diancie I think still survives at +1 from a Waterfall, but we still do a huge chunk to it.
And I think we live, depending on what he's carrying. I think we live the
Yeah.
attack.
Unless he's running like a Z move or something on it, yeah, we can survive a Moonblast from it.
And then we can also just set up in Dugtrio's face. Especially if you bring it in on Dugtrio, drop its attack, and then it's got to get out of there. And free Dragon Dance.
And Dragon Dance, if he's running a bulky Mew, it does not KO, but I believe... I'm sorry, not Dragon Dance, but after Dragon Dance, Crunch KOs. Unless he's running like a really bulky Mew. And that was really the deciding factor in bringing him.
Yep. And I just realized I've had the music off this whole time. Whatevs. Sorry, folks. No background noise, just us breathing. Here's some little bit.
Just like that.
All right, so yeah, that's why we brought Mr. Fish and what we think it can do to his team. Okay, next up, we got Dr. Dreidel.
Yeah.
Our Claydol, that is a setup Pokemon. Sorry if you can keep hearing the thump, thump, thump. My neighbors are building onto their property. And this is like the only time this week we can record. So yeah, we have Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Earth Power, and Toxic. Obviously Stealth Rock for setup purposes. Rapid Spin to get rid of any of his Stealth Rocks and or spikes or Toxic Spikes from
Scolipede and whatnot.
And Dugtrio and Diancie.
Yep.
Earth Power takes care of Scolipede, Magneton. Not really takes care of Scolipede, especially with our attack, but just an answer to him, kind of, a little bit. But even
it does some decent damage, but he would just Mega Horn, but decent against him.
Yeah, and we're running him super bulky. I think we're 252 HP, 252 defense or special D, I think.
I don't remember. I know we counted for some moves, but I don't remember specifically what they are off the top of my head. I have to look at our notes.
Yeah, I want to say it's defense because we're rocking 169 special defense, 144 defense. But yeah, so and we brought Toxic to hurt Mega Blastoise.
Yep. Wear down all of his walls. Wear him down. Wear Mew down. Wear Diancie down.
Yep, and then Earth Power was just to hit a couple other things. See, just looking at it, we kind of would have been screwed on Dodrio if it came down to that fight, but we're bulky enough. I think we still would have lived. Just Toxic'd it and then Rapid Spinned every turn.
I mean, it's got we got the Colbur Berry for knockoff, which it could hit us with, and then I mean, I feel like it would still do a good chunk of damage because Dodrio
gets. I always forget Dodrio gets knockoff because then
yeah, dude,
that would have never mind. He would have won that match if it came down to Claydol and Dodrio meeting up. That would have been bad for us. Never mind. I was thinking for some reason we could just out bulk, but knockoff. Never mind. I forgot. But we did bring the Colbur Berry because I thought of Malamar. We could. I don't even know why I thought about that, but I remember telling you, and you're like, "That's fine."
Yeah.
But yeah, so we brought Toxic, like I said, for Blastoise, Diancie, Mew. Obviously Stealth Rock just to get our rocks up. Rapid Spin to get rid of his. Earth Power is our only attack. We thought about running Ice Beam for Zydoge, also Dodrio, but and Decidueye as well, but we felt Toxic was a little bit better.
Yeah, we decided basically not to run Ice Beam because we were thinking about it for Dodrio, but he's probably going to be sashed. So if he's sashed, then we can't KO once or one hit KO anyway, and Earth Power 2-hit KOs on him. So decided not to run it.
You mean Dugtrio?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say Dodrio?
Yeah, I was like, Earth Power doesn't do anything to it.
Yeah, he's got so many triple Pokemon. He's got all the three ways going.
All right, so that's why we brought this, and yeah, like I said, we were running it. 252 HP, 252 special D, or regular D. I forget. Sorry.
We were running some D.
Next up, we got Elliot, our shiny Dragonite. Also,
Our pride and joy.
Yeah, a pretty standard set. Dragon Dance, Extreme Speed, Dragon Claw, because we don't want Outrage just in case of being locked into it because of Deoncé, however you say it. And then Earthquake for Magneton, and yeah.
Yeah, so with weakness policy, if we can get Dragon Dance and take a super effective hit and lose our multi-scale all on the same turn at +3 attack, +1 speed, we can outspeed everything that's not scarfed on his team or like a boosted Scolipede. And we can wreck some days. We can't one-shot everything on the team at that point, but anything that's frail is just gone.
Yeah, so we don't even have to worry about the outspeeding. We can extreme speed Scolipede at +3 and murder it.
Yeah, unless it's carrying Sash or something, which is a possibility. But
yeah, hopefully we'll have our rocks up, so who cares about Sashes? That's the reason we brought Claydol, was to get rid of his 3 focus Sash users, pretty much.
Yeah, 3 potential Sashes.
But yeah, and then like Dragon Claw takes care of a lot. Only thing. Well, actually, at +3, I think the only thing we wouldn't kill would be Mega Blastoise, and Mew, maybe.
Mew, Deoncé. Yeah, if they're all at full health,
No,
if any of those are full health and running bulk.
At +3, I think +3 Earthquake on Deoncé. I think running it as a physically defensive one, I think it's still killed.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to do the count again. I don't remember. But Mega Blast, if it's bulky, definitely can survive at +3. Mew definitely can survive at +3. If it's at full health, everything else is pretty much gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get that Dragon Dance off and get hit with an Ice Beam or a Rock Slide or a Moon Blast or something, because we'll eat those up and ruin some days.
Yeah, it's like delicious damage, and then just fucking potentially sweep with them.
Yeah, you like our Elliot in that friend ball?
I do. He is my friend. I've run Dragonite in VGC many times, and people always shit on him, and then I always do so much work with him.
Yep, love me my Elliot. So yeah, and then going on to a 5th, we got Johnny Jump Up, our Florges, and our Wall.
Looking gorgeous.
Yep, Florges looking gorgeous, with a beautiful name.
Nothing says purple female flower like Johnny.
Yep, Johnny Jump Up. Okay, so this thing just walls a lot of his team, and it's got ways to heal itself back. We got the Giga Drain for the health, we got the Synthesis for the health, we got the Ayapa Berry for the health, we got the Moon Blast for just stab. It's one of
dropping its special attack, I believe.
Yeah, drop special attack. And we got Calm Mind to set up, so like we can just come in on Blastoise and just Calm Mind up in its face.
You can come in. I almost said Magneton. Can't come in a Magneton because of stab, but there are several Pokemon that we can come in and they just can't really do much. We're running a lot of physical investment in it this week to help out with its lackluster physical defense.
Yep, we can just kind of set up on Mega Blastoise. Pretty much, it's our wall for Blastoise, and then Deoncé we could set up on. Malamar, we can just scare it away.
Yeah, Mew depending on what he's running on it.
Yeah, and then Decidueye also depending on what he's running on it.
Yep.
So
can't set up on Doug Trio, but we can just Giga Drain it. And Decidueye, although we can't, if he's not running the scary set, we can set up on it. But we've done some calcs and some test battles, and Decidueye can definitely be an issue for Johnny Jump Up if he's running the right EVs and running Spirit Shackle.
Yep. Speaking of EVs, what did we put in this thing?
It was pretty physically.
Defense?
Yeah, it was pretty physically bulky.
Yeah, I think we put 252 in regular defense.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if we split up HP between Special D or just HP. I think we went HP because this thing has more HP than anything else on the team, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is just our go-to wall. It kind of ruins anything that wants to try and set up on us, depending.
Mm-hmm.
and we can just set up on it back or heal up or Giga Drain. Originally had leftovers, but Ian talked me into the Ayapapapa berry.
Yeah. Yeah, because mainly specifically because if we do get spirit shackled, the whatever berry, it it gives us a chance to be able to survive and kill off Decidueye even if we're spirit shackled.
Yep. So yeah, trying to jump up, looking pretty, gonna be a wall. And last but not least, we got Canine Volt.
Mm-hmm.
A Manetric, running Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Overheat, Signal Beam, with a Lightning Rod ability and holding a Life Orb for that max damage.
Mm-hmm. Brought him to try and bait in the Doug trio. Our plan is going to be if he brings in Doug, we're going to bring him in if he brings in like Mega Blast or something, and then just hard switch, not Volt Switch, until that Doug trio is gone. And then once we get rid of that, we can safely just come in Volt Switch, try and bait an electric move maybe and get a Lightning Rod boost, maybe T-Bolt or Overheat at that point, depending.
Yep, we got Signal Beam for Malamar
Mm-hmm.
and Mew.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Decidueye as well.
Yeah, although Overheat would be better for that.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's he doesn't have a great move pool, but or she, I guess it's a female. Doesn't have a great move pool, but it works out decently for this team and what we needed to do. So if he brings Magneton, hopefully we can get that Lightning Rod activation, and then ruin something's day with Thunderbolt or Overheat, or just Volt Switch on out of there as long as, the main threat, Doug Trio, is gone.
That's really our biggest concern is Doug Trio and then probably Mew.
Yeah, I would say those are my biggest threats. That and just as long as we still have Florges, Mega Blastoise isn't a threat, but without Florges, it is.
Yeah, I'd say Scolipede is fairly threatening too.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of subs.
Yeah.
If he has a subset, we could be in for some troubles.
Yeah, effectively, if he brings it out and we have to swap and he goes for a sub on that turn and gets like a Swords Dance, and now he's at +2/+2, he's going to be a huge threat.
Alright, well, that's why we brought... This is what we prepped for. The 6 I think he's going to bring. I'm thinking Doug Trio, Mew, Zydoge, Scolipede, Mega Blastoise, and then Deontay. Those are my 6 I think he's likely to bring.
I think more or less the same, but drop Zydoge, add Decidueye. More or less what I'm thinking.
Either way, we ran some prep battles. They did not go in our favor, so hopefully something changes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Alright, so this is uploaded on Friday, and then the match will be uploaded on the Saturday, so see you guys Saturday. And then next Friday, hopefully we'll have something better prepped for you, and with a layout and not look so god-awful.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye!